Every January, people embark on New Year's resolutions with hope and determination to improve their lives in the upcoming year. But did you know that actually, by the beginning of February, approximately 80% of new goals are abandoned? One of the ways New Year's resolutions are disrupted is self-sabotage. Hi, I'm Dr. Ghazaleh, and I create videos for people who want to heal their childhood trauma by feeling, connecting, and understanding the wisdom of their emotions. Self-sabotage is when you hold yourself back from reaching your goals, or the next level of success or happiness, or your full potential in various spheres of your life. Sometimes we don't even realize that we do it because it can be subconscious, and the other times we realize it, but we still can't stop it. It comes in the form of procrastination, excuses, desire to give up, or fear of commitment, and many, many more. So why do we actually do it? Self-sabotage is often the consequence of childhood-related experiences that had a huge impact on our self-esteem. Number 1, childhood rejection and emotional neglect. If you grew up with parents who were not emotionally available, withheld, or didn't show affection even when requested, who couldn't give you the attention and guidance you needed, you probably felt unloved and unworthy as a child. As a consequence, in your adulthood, you continue to believe you don't matter, or you often feel like a burden to others. So you don't believe you deserve asking for help and struggle with believing you deserve something positive happening to you. This leads to a low self-esteem. Number 2, low self-esteem. Lack of belief in ourselves, the feeling that we are unworthy or destined to fail, often goes hand in hand with self-sabotage. If you've been told in your childhood that you will fail, or even sometimes you told yourself all your life that you would fail, you probably have a negative self-image and low self-esteem. People with low self-esteem are especially vulnerable to self-sabotaging behavior. Their internalized inner critic makes them behave in a way that confirms their negative beliefs about themselves. Number 3, no successful modeling in childhood. Self-sabotaging behaviors can arise from childhood models and patterns, including a parent who lacked confidence to succeed, or if you had a parent that had a negative self-image, struggled with succeeding and taking risks, you haven't learned the importance of risking, failing, and making mistakes as a part of growth. Also, the parent who consistently wants a child to be careful at the playground may cause the child to internalize that the world is unsafe and leads to exploration to be avoided. Now that we understand why it happens, let's look at how we can overcome it. Number 1, become aware about self-sabotage behaviors. Becoming aware of your self-sabotaging behavior is the most important key for change. Self-awareness is critical to noticing unhelpful patterns of behavior and critical for strengthening the ability to stop them in their tracks. Observe your daily actions and journal about them. You could start by asking yourself, what did I avoid today out of the fear of failing or being judged? Or, what is important to me, but I keep doing something else? Maybe you want to start exercising, but you keep skipping a gym class. Or, it is important for you to spend more quality time with your partner, but you keep watching Netflix. Ask yourself, what matters to me? Which goals do I have? And what is my action tendency? Notice how it feels when you avoid reaching out for what really matters to you. Once you have awareness of your self-sabotaging behavior, it's time to understand the underlying thoughts and emotions that make you behave like this. Which leads to number 2, Spot your inner critic. The next step is to be aware of your inner dialogue. How do you talk to yourself in this moment? What do you tell yourself? Maybe you say to yourself, "You're a failure. You never get it right. No wonder no one wants you. You will embarrass yourself." Write down everything your inner critic is telling you. And now just notice how it makes you feel to be talked to like this. Feel what comes up inside your body and try to stay with it. Number 3, understand the emotions that lead to that behavior. Self-sabotaging behavior often stems from feelings of anxiety, anger, and worthlessness. Maybe you feel angry at yourself for not getting this done in the way you wanted. Maybe you feel not good enough and don't think you can achieve a goal. Allow yourself to feel whatever comes up. And, this might be uncomfortable and painful, but see if you can try to feel whatever is there. The only way out of self-sabotage is feeling the difficult, painful emotions that leave us feeling, for example, unworthy or inadequate. So then we go to number 4, find self-compassion. When you've identified your inner dialogue and emotions that lead you to your self-sabotaging behaviors, you can start working on your self-worth. Self-compassion means to be warm and understanding to yourself when you're suffering or struggling or otherwise feel inadequate in your life. It's the opposite approach of ignoring your pain or putting yourself down with self-criticism. See if you can find a compassionate, kind, caring voice with yourself. You can, for example, consider the following questions. What can you say to yourself that is positive or encouraging? What options do you really have? See if you can consider all options by also asking other people how they would achieve their goals. Is there more than maybe one way to achieve your goal? Maybe you can even build self-confidence by setting and achieving smaller goals on your way to achieving the bigger ones. When you have that, you can use your answers to come up with a message that inspires you to move in a positive direction. You can, for example, say to yourself, "Even though I might not complete this project on time, I know that I have the resources and skills I need to get me through. When I start to tackle the project, I know I will release a lot of the stress and anxiety I've been carrying around while I've been procrastinating. This will make me feel good about myself and encourages me to continue." See if you can acknowledge that mistakes and failure are inevitable if you want to grow. Feel the fear of mistake and do it anyway. Let me know in the comments below what helped you to stop self-sabotaging, and see you in my next videos.